When it comes to cryptocurrency, William Heinemann is a major player at the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. William Heinemann's possible financial conflict of interest is the subject of an SEC inquiry that is nearing completion. The group Empower Oversight, whose mission is to hold government agencies to account, referred the matter for further examination. The initial banner ad for advertising, is this an actual investigation or are you trying to hide something? Heinemann's contentious comment at the 2018 Yahoo Finance Summit, in which he described Ethereum as a non-security asset, prompted the commencement of the probe. This claim was for concern because Heinemann had long-standing professional connections to the law firm Simpson Thacher, which was associated with the Ethereum Enterprise Alliance, and from which Heinemann had received substantial financial compensation while working for the Securities and Exchange Commission. There may have been bias due to Heinemann and the SEC's involvement in matters pertaining to Ethereum. Freedom of Information Act papers show that the subject has been submitted to the SEC Inspector General's office by Empower Oversight. The documents showed that even though Heinemann was involved in major SEC enforcement decisions, he kept talking to Simpson's staff. The documents also showed that Heinemann's former employer had given him substantial financial rewards because of the issues brought forth by the Inspector General's office, Empower Oversight. I suppose it's like looking into Heinemann's behavior to see whether they broke any rules or ethical guidelines. The Oversight Committee is growing more and more frustrated by the delays and getting more FOIA files as the probe nears its conclusion. Some have claimed that he is biased in favor of Ethereum and that he has threatened legal action against the SEC unless the records he is requesting are provided by a specific date. Critics of Ripple and XRP have also cast doubt on his credibility. Crypto community members are closely watching the SEC's call for an internal investigation to see if it will lead to accountability or if it is just a cover-up. John Deaton, an attorney representing XRP holders in Ripple litigation before the SEC, has offered his thoughts on the subject. The need of upholding ethical standards and ensuring fair competition within the regulatory framework is something he has stressed. Deaton's fight against government overreach and for the rights of cryptocurrency investors demonstrates how the SEC's actions impact the cryptocurrency ecosystem. Like many others, XRP supporter Bill Morgan has expressed doubts about the SEC's honesty, which is reflective of larger worries about potential bias inside the agency. His comment raises the question of whether William Heinemann will face consequences for his activities or if the investigation into his involvement with Ethereum and XRP is a cover-up. A man who was formerly a high-ranking official at the SEC is now the subject of an investigation. Financial institutions in the United States are lobbying for changes to accounting rules that would make it simpler to own digital assets. To facilitate the inclusion of Bitcoin in financial products and services, the suggested changes would make them more accessible and less expensive for financial institutions. Project results show that institutional interest in using cryptocurrencies is on the rise. The Bloomberg reported on an important development. Financial institutions around the country are banding together to push the SEC to reform the accounting rules the country is using. With these changes, we hope to streamline the process and cut costs for institutions that store digital assets like Bitcoin for their customers. Traditional banking sectors are showing increasing interest and demand for cryptocurrencies, and this behavior shows how the financial services business is developing in the field of digital assets. Banks are putting pressure on the SEC to change accounting rules so that they can hold digital assets like Bitcoin for their customers at a lower cost. February 15th, 2024, Bloomberg. With the bank's move to petition the SEC for these changes, a watershed moment in the integration of cryptocurrencies into conventional financial services has been achieved. Banks may be hesitant to offer digital asset retention services to their clients due to the high costs and challenges posed by current accounting requirements. The goal of these banks is to make cryptocurrency more accessible by reducing entry barriers and expanding their use of cryptocurrency in their business models by advocating modifications to existing regulations. Potentially game-changing, these changes might pave the way for big institutions to hold and accept digital currencies. If this were to happen on a bigger scale, both Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies would have more users and greater flexibility in how they manage their digital assets. Enhanced acceptance and utilization within the broader financial system. In addition, this project exemplifies how conventional banks are beginning to see the value and need of digital asset integration into their products and services. Accounting and legal systems that are capable of dealing with these new forms of value are becoming more in demand. Cryptocurrencies are becoming more mainstream as time goes on. Recently, Disagreements in the cryptocurrency world, especially those involving the concept of stablecoins, have centered on Ripple's digital currency XRP. Prominent Ripple backer Wrath of Kahneman and former Ripple CEO Sean McBride discussed the prospect of Ripple becoming a stablecoin. The conversation began because of this discussion. Everyone seems to be talking about how great this would be for XRP's market position, that is, how XRP could finally become a stablecoin. As he was making his predictions, McBride brought up the fact that XRP has been classified as a stablecoin by the World Bank, which could indicate future developments for the cryptocurrency. The World Bank has acknowledged Ripple's efforts to position XRP as a trustworthy intermediary for cross-border transactions, which is seen as an endorsement of Ripple's work. Wrath of Kahneman was an advocate for this idea, thinking that the increasing demand for stablecoins may bring a flood of funds into the XRP ledger. He discussed the limitations that have emerged due to XRP's price volatility and the opportunities that could arise from introducing a fully regulated stablecoin to the ecosystem. The choices of a strategic nature at Ripple. Another subject that came up during the discussions was Ripple's choice to forego developing its stablecoin in the past. Hubert, a prominent figure in the cryptocurrency industry, has hypothesized that this decision was influenced by the company's intention to integrate XRP with BTC, the digital currency of central banks. In addition, the present situation may have been influenced by Ripple's view of private stablecoins as competing with XRP rather than enhancing its market position. The value of XRP has risen by 4.9% in the past 24 hours due to these conversations. In spite of a recent uptick, the cryptocurrency's price has fallen slightly in the last 30 days. As a first step towards integrating cryptocurrencies into more conventional banking systems, efforts by American banks to have the SEC revise its rules regarding digital asset holdings are significant. If these projects pan out, banks will have a simpler time storing and managing digital assets, which will boost Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies' acceptance in the financial services industry. Keep in mind that the purpose of this information is not to provide advice in the areas of law, taxes, investments, or finance. It is more of an informational piece. The recent 20 increase in the price of XRP has caused quite a stir. Following the break of a significant resistance level set in November, this rise has occurred. With 4 efforts since mid-November, XRP has fought valiantly against this resistance. A turning point in XRP's price action occurred with the recent successful breach, which drove the price rising by more than 8 since the beginning of the week. The dramatic 37 spike in trading volume for XRP futures is mostly responsible for this upsurge. Furthermore, trading activity in the spot market increased by a significant 17, indicating that market players are becoming more engaged. A heated discussion has broken out in the cryptocurrency world about the recent price spike of XRP. This rise has some bullish experts excited while others are wary, demonstrating the market's inherent volatility in the cryptocurrency space. The technical success of overcoming the resistance level, however, must not be overlooked. Market watchers are speculating about the possibility of future price appreciation. A few of experts predict that XRP will surge from its present levels and eventually achieve a target of $0.7 per coin. But whether XRP can keep its momentum going for the foreseeable future is still up in the air. In sum, XRP's recent ascent and breach of a critical resistance level indicate a noteworthy change in its price behavior. That's all for now.